Yo, 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 yo. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you listen to this. This is the Big Move Thomas podcast. Y'all, what's going on? Well, today I got a special guest with us, man. I got the legend, the OG himself, Rev T. What's going on with you, man?
Man, why you calling me some legend about staying with this meeting? Okay, got it. It say got it.
Uh-huh.
You know, you calling me some OG or something like I'm old.
OG.
I ain't old like that. I'm 47, breaking backs and making stacks. I got a son 2 years old calling me some OG like
Hey, it's
that.
all
But I
good. It's all
appreciate it though.
good.
But hold on. But that's because I've been doing this thing 26 years plus. Like
Right.
like we talking about around about like 19. Uh, about 95, I used to call into the Joe Theismann show, the John Riggins show
Hey.
on 980 when it was just 5:70 a.m. Right? And I always used to call and bring the energy. And they used to always say that, man, he sound like a reverend. He sound like a reverend. But they used to just call me by my government name, Tavon. You know, Tavon, or Tavon the call. To the point that they started using my voice as a voiceover saying, "Hail to the Redskins." I'm riding down the street one day and I'm like, that's me.
Hey.
But they
On
didn't
the
ask me
airway.
to do it. They didn't ask me to do it, but they did it though. But that's just a little history how I started. And then back in back in 2010, because I had my surgery. Right before I had my surgery, Mike Wise was on 106.7 The Fame,
Okay.
right? And Mike Wise had invited me on to his show. But everybody know B Mitch, my man. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't talking about no, oh, I'm some groupie. That's my man. I was with him Sunday night. You did, you
A word?
understand?
Hey.
So Mike Wise had brought me out to 106.7 The Fame. Me and my former co-host on the Sports Survival, DMV Kale. He got his own show now, Kale's Corner. They do on Tuesday nights, if I'm correct. He brought us on, and the idea with me with the road kind of, how could I say, the seed was planted. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And shortly after, I was about to have a surgery on my neck, some neck infusion done. And when I came back, the team had invited me out. It was opening day, the Cowboys, big weekend. I was out Ashburn, everything and stuff. And Tony Wiley had just got hired, right, to be in charge of communications and stuff, VP and good dude, Tony Wiley. Tony Wiley actually works now, bro. He works for the Special Olympics.
Wow. Okay.
Right. So that's what Tony Wiley is. And so they brought me out, and then I had my surgery, and I sat down with my wife, and they came back. I said, when I come back on the scene, I'm gonna come back with the road. And crazy enough, I got on a preacher road, right? So we recording again?
Yeah, we recording again. Go ahead.
Yeah, we recording again. Go ahead. Okay, so I can continue the story.
Yep.
Good. So then shortly thereafter, I think that was around about 2010. That's when I brought the robe into fold. That's when Redskin came alive. And believe it or not, you talking about the Baptist black preacher robe or whatever. Guess who made it?
Who?
A white dude. I mean, no, like he used to hook my robes up, man. I mean, like a sister from a church would, like Sister Hattie Mae, who made the choir robes, right?
Oh,
Like he
yeah.
used to, right? So like at the end of the day, like I said, Redskin came to life, and then around like uh so while while Dan Snyder was going through the thing with the name Chief Z, I was throwing him a 35-year anniversary party, right? I wanted show him some respect or
Rest
whatever.
in peace.
That was my Jedi master. His
Rest in
name
peace.
was Zima Williams.
Okay.
Y'all called him Chief Z. I knew Zima Williams.
Okay.
Good man. So he said, okay, man, and he knew then I felt some type of way about the name or whatever. I'm not gonna give you the line. I didn't talk to no damn natives or nothing about the name or whatever. But if somebody feel like if someone is calling them something or saying something that's offensive to them, regardless of how we may feel or whatever, whether we joke, my kids stay on me all the time. You gotta respect that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So I said to myself, okay, I want to change. So I said, well, the Rev, I want to keep the Rev. He said, okay, your name T, Rev T. That's how I came about. Chief
Okay.
Z. So right. So when we did his thing, Chief Z was the one who changed. I took off the red redskin robe and I put on a new Rev T robe, and he said, you walking along this land as Rev T. Oh man, these people hate me for that, man. Oh man, you think you blah 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 blah. You did the name. No, is you calling us racist? No, I'm not calling you racist. If people say the name offensive, I'm a black man. Let's be honest, right? You call me nigga and you ain't from my skin color, I feel offensive behind it. Hell, I feel offensive about it when some of my own people say it too. Let's be honest now, right? So what's the difference in redskin and the name nigga? It's the same thing. In contents. It's for a football team. So if they was the Washington niggas, it'd be all right. Right? No, let's keep it 100, bro. I told you that we gonna go there. Let's go there.
I feel you.
But we've been conditioned to walk around here and say hell to the Redskins. That's what I've been doing.
Like that fight song, it used to have like
fight for
beat them,
DC,
skin them. Yeah. It was.
You know, at the end of the day, I had to bring you all this. So when we get already know where you can go. This name change. Right? Hell to the Red Hawks. Hell to the damn Red Tails. Hell to the damn Commanders. Hell to the Admirals. People come in the burgundy gold little Hitler outfits and stuff. You better watch that with that. You see?
Yeah.
And then the pig, the hog, right? You write the hogs, the history. The hogs was the offensive line from an era when they was winning, right? But then if they want to talk about the name they could throw out there, what about the Fun Bunch? Why couldn't they be the Washington Fun Bunch? Why couldn't they be the Washington Smurfs?
The Smurfs. I didn't trademark. I mean, keep it a buck. I don't know. When it comes to the team name, here's what I always thought about it. People a little too attached to that name. I don't know, franchises change, franchises come and go all the time. I mean, we had the Bullets, we got the Wizards. All right. We done made that change. I ain't heard nobody say nothing about the Bullets in a while.
I'm still trying to come around the black man saying the Wizards.
Look, I got you. Look. It ain't no grand Wizards now, okay? We just dealing with the Wizards. But
see, I'm gonna stop. I get you in trouble there. All these are Rev T comments. This thing got nothing to do with relativity. This got this big Rev T. I done boarded out of them, so
it's all just good. It's all
enjoy it. Rev T exclusive.
And we gonna talk because I feel like a lot of fans right now are treating like they dancing with a hot chick. And when you dancing with a hot chick, she's so damn fine that you don't even get the grind and you don't get the nut, and you just trying not to mess it up. You just trying to and I feel like a lot of people doing that with this situation, man. Like the name done change, man. We gotta accept that. Like the name done change. Go ahead and retire your stuff.
They already called them the Washington football team. You didn't 2 years removed, a year and 9 months from the Redskin name. I mean, you could talk about that they should be the Redskins or they should never change the name. Man, it's already done. What's done is done. You ain't going back.
I feel like the same people that's complaining about the name, the same people that complain about segregation. All right. It done happen. We together now. We the Washington football team. That is what it is. We gonna see what the new name is now. But we not having color water fountains no more. We just not doing that. We just not doing that no more. Okay. We not doing that. DC is Chocolate City. I don't care how many people move into there. We get into that later though. But yeah, it's certain things that we just like, hey man, we gotta accept and move on at that point. Now, with the team now, I see we are we trying to figure out this name thing. Why are we trying to figure out this QB thing? And it's going on 2 years. What we gonna do with this QB? All right, we seen Heineke. To be honest, if you count his starts, he started in, I want to say he started in 16 games. He meant because he didn't start in the first one technically, and he was out for that COVID. Over those 16, his record is 7-9.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Heineke is not the answer that some people hope for.
He's a Bama. He's a second string quarterback Bama. And then anybody that want to sell to you that Heineke is a first string quarterback, nah. He shows you what he can give you. He can win you about 4 or 5 games. Well, excuse me, would that record say 6 games? Anything after that, it's gonna be shaky ground. And understand, we talking about a 17-game season, and how did the 6 games come? Right? Over a 4-game period where the defense was playing well, right? They was putting up more than 17 points. On Rev T Sports Survival, I think it takes Rev T Morning Coffee takes. I think it's number 11 or 10. Who was the last people they played? The Eagles. The Eagles, right? Okay. I said one thing that you had to watch with this football team. Matter of fact, I was saying that when we played, Dallas came here, right?
Yeah.
I said this. One thing that the Washington football team is good for, even with a quarterback such as Heineke, is they good for 17 points this year, right? Can we agree upon that? Right? They good easy.
It depends who the kicker is. It depends who the kicker is. We want to keep
it even whoever the damn kicker is, win, lose, or draw, they've been good for 17 points on that board, right? Very few games scored underneath 17 points, right?
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Okay. So being that said, now if you had a quarterback that could really light up that field, that could really throw the ball off of anticipation or instead of waiting. Did you hear what I just said? It's a difference between waiting till the receiver get there or anticipating where he's going to be at. And about
I see the Reverend coming out now. I see the Rev coming.
You understand? So with Heineke, that's his downfall. He doesn't have that anticipation mindset for 17, 18 game season. Maybe for 7, 6 games, it might click in, but everything else, once you start hitting Heineke up here in the shoulders, guess what happened? Those passes get shorter, right? The coaches knew that. So what did they start to do? They threw screens, right?
Yeah.
It's on tape. Go look at the Dallas game. They was throwing. Who was the last team they played at home after Dallas? Who was it, man?
The last home game was the Eagles game.
Was it the Eagles game?
Yeah, the last home game.
Eagles game. He started throwing these screen passes, and he started having pitcher's arm. Yeah. You know what pitcher's arm is?
Yeah, it just looks saggy. It looks saggy.
Looks saggy. The throws started to get weak, like, because they was hitting him on the ground. Them shoulders get heavy, right? You stop him do that. Now, I say this about Heineke. He's good with his feet.
So what happened with the feet? Because we saw the feet early, and then it was something, it disappeared like a fart in the wind. What happened to the feet?
You got 50-50 feet. Some days they light, some days they heavy.
Hey, why can't he take it and run though? Because he should have done that several times in the Philly game. I'm like, yo, tuck it and go.
Well, I understand that, and I just told you. Some days when he's running the ball, he got heavy feet, so he runs slow. Some days he was running the ball, he got light feet, so he was running the ball fast.
See, and that's why I disagree. I really think Ron told him, you can't be running out here like that. If you get hurt, this ain't gonna be your team. Cause it looked like he was playing scared. It looked like he was playing with his last dollar sometimes. He was running around, and I didn't like that. I'm like, yo, go. Like, scared money don't make nothing, but yet he out here betting $2 on the game at a time. And it's like, come on, man.
In a sense, and then too, also, I think they tried to make him a pocket passer.
He ain't though, right? And he never has been.
He's not though, but they tried to. And let me say this in defense of Heineke though, right? The game plan coming in out of training camp, right? And out of preseason, right? Was was tailored around Fitzpatrick and what Fitzpatrick could do. So okay, here we got the game. I still got the footage on I was looking at it the other day when he went down and when Heineke came in. He was essentially for maybe about 3 weeks of play, kind of running what they had tailored for Fitzpatrick and not for Tyler Heineke, right? And y'all when they was losing. Think about it. But the 4-game win streak, guess what? They started to tailor to what he could do. And it helped, right? Even without Chase Young in the defense, it helped.
Oh, hold on. The audio cut out. You on mute or? Oh, hold on. I can't. Oh, there we go.
They said, okay, let's try to make him this pocket passer. Well, look what happened when they tried to make him that pocket passer.
It didn't work out. And here's my thing. Why are we always trying to change somebody though? Like, that's my question. Why can't, like, you know what we do? We find that man that don't want kids. Like, we dated somebody. We like, you know what? We could change him. We can change it. I know. He said he don't want kids now, but I know eventually everyone wants kids, right? And now you deep with this man. Y'all done moved in. Y'all done dated all that. He done met your mama and all that. And you like, when we gonna have a family? He like, what you mean? We got the dog right here. And now you mad at him talking about, oh, man, you know I want a family. You know I want. Heineke told you who he was. He a dual threat quarterback. He got the legs. He can tuck it. He give you 5-6 yards in it. He give you 5-6 yards in the hard arm. When you go past 20, you know it ain't gonna be nothing hard. It's gonna be a light tap, and it is what it is. But yet we trying to change it to a pocket quarterback, and trying to make him to some Fitzmagic type stuff. And then we mad when it don't work out.
See, like, I don't get it. See how, but that's how Heineke move, like this. Heineke. And can I say something else? And I was just thinking about things, you know, we would talk about while we do your show or whatever tonight. And one thing I want to say this when it comes to the Washington football team, Redskins, or whatever the hell they want to call themselves now these days, coming on 2-2-2-2-2.
Got 3 weeks.
Right. No, all jokes aside, is the wide receivers. They have drafted some wide receivers in college that have put up some pretty good numbers, right? I'm talking about outside of Terry McLaurin. We talking about the Cam Sims, who was
Josh Doxson.
Josh Doxson. And at the end of the day, for some reason, one or another, it comes out that, this wide receiver didn't pan out to be, but he was great when he was in college, but all of a sudden he get here and he ain't this. Well, can I kind of say what my thoughts are? The quarterback. If you don't, even when Alex Smith was here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we all saw it. I mean, it's like the Fitzpatrick deal. A couple of games, gone with the win.
Yeah.
I wish I could be Alex. Brian Fitzpatrick right now. $10 million to go down a damn water slide and hurt my hip and then go into the game and take a hit. I'm done. $10 million.
Easiest $10 million ever made. I mean, Prayers
I'm
up to
just
him. I hope he
saying,
get hurt.
bro,
I mean, hope he get healed. But easiest 10 I've ever
right.
seen.
Even Haskins got a bad rap here. Oh, he a backup quarter. Nah. You keep hiring these coaches, and you keep these coaches keep inheriting the quarterback, so to speak. They don't have the opportunity to go get drafts, not bring in some veteran quarterback, but go draft a quarterback and actually groom him. Dwayne Haskins, Gruden didn't want him. The damn owner wanted Dwayne Haskins because he was buddies with his son.
Look, the Haskins things, I will say this about Haskins, which made me feel better. When he went up to Pittsburgh, and I'm like, all right, Tomlin is the king of attitudes. He takes anybody with attitude, he can make it happen. All right, Big Ben, Le'Veon Bell, AB, all these like all the people we know had off the field issues, some big off the field issues. I mean, a Big Ben caught some cases that like if he called him today, he ain't playing no more. And somehow he made it work. He make it work with them dudes. Haskins is up there, and he still can't make it work. And that's when I know there's an issue with Haskins at that point. If you can't make it work with a black coach that understands everything you going through, trying to get you to be great, and you don't want it, ain't nothing we can do with you, man. Ain't nothing we can do with
you. Yeah, that's true. But still might be a little hope. You know why? Because he's still on the team.
I really think he was an insurance policy for Big Ben, and they wanted to start him until he had that phone fiasco with the phone on the field. And it's like, brother, I don't even want you here, but look, I ain't gonna waste you though. I ain't gonna send you to somebody else. You gonna be here if I need you. You gonna be here if I need you. But I ain't gonna start you.
With next year, we gonna listen here when preseason kick in. You make sure you call me back, and we gonna talk about Haskins in Pittsburgh.
Oh, we gonna see what happens.
Because we gonna find out what Tomlin gonna do in this draft. He gonna get a quarterback or not. And shouts out to Mike Tomlin, African American coach, 15 years as a head coach, went to the playoffs every year.
Winning record, a solid winning record. Like that's no 2 seasons. That is a 15-year winning record right there. The way that Tomlin is handling that squad is in the likes of Andy Reid and Belichick. He's a top 3 coach, and there ain't no doubt about it. If anybody got something to say about Tomlin, only thing I can say about Tomlin is, wow. I mean, he keeps the receiver on deck. They always got a number 1 receiver. They always got a running back, and they had Big Ben there forever. And they just consistently win. They go against some hard teams. He had to go against Brady for most of his career, which that's the GOAT right there. So it's like, hey, man, what happens when you with Brady. I understand that. You're going to get some hard talent. He had to go against Brady. He had to go against Peyton. That's arguably the number 1 and number 2 quarterbacks like ever. I mean, you can go to Montana and everything. I love Montana. I saw Montana play for a little bit. But when I look at who architect the game, the way they architect the game, Brady and Peyton, I ain't never seen nobody do it. And he had to go against them every time. And he's still doing it. And like I said, the way that Tomlin controls his team, nothing leaks out of there. I don't hear nothing about Pittsburgh. I just see them play. I don't hear nothing about their owner.
When I think about a quarterback my time coming up that I could compare to Tom Brady, I would have to say Montana. I just remember my cousin used to love the San Francisco 49ers. I just Montana was just like that one that just you knew he was gonna eat that win out. And I'm gonna tell you something this too. Joe Theismann could have been there too if he didn't get that injury. Right? Joe Theismann was at the point in his career where he was really feeling his stride. Now when he had went to another team, no, not in that era, because hopping teams wasn't the thing to do. It was you stayed on your team. It was rare. How could I say? Departures wasn't as like they is today.
Like free agency really wasn't a thing till like the '94 season. Right. I want to say.
But now what really crushed me was when I knew Joe Montana was a GOAT when he went to the Kansas City Chiefs and led them right to the playoffs like it wasn't nothing.
Oh yeah.
They had Joe Montana, the African dude, our African brother, Christian Okoye, right? Christian Okoye was out there running them people over. But let me say this. They lied about Christian Okoye's age. He was older than what they say he was. Trust me. Like they went and got him from they went and got him from the Negro African Football League and brought him over here. I'm just like, board him up.
Hey, and that paperwork get fuzzy sometimes, man. You know, you smudge a 1 with a 2, you know.
That was Bozeman, Rev T, Wakanda though. That where he come from.
Yeah, nah. But like with the wide receiver play, with a lot of our wide receivers, actually with our quarterbacks too, like you said, they never get a chance. The one that we had a full chance with was Cousins. Like we actually drafted him. We had him go through the motions. And by the time we had him, it was lovely. I was digging Cousins, man. I was like, yo, this dude is not losing you games. So the first time we got a quarterback that's not losing games. I ain't gonna say he's gonna win you one, but he's gonna keep you in it. As long as you can figure out how to get your defense to kind of slow them down, he's gonna get you 21 to 28 points.
So let me ask you something. The majority of the time, Kirk Cousins was the quarterback here in Washington football team, right? How was the defense?
The defense was hard. Our defense was hard, damn, bro.
Say it again.
Our defense was hard. And I was
right. So a lot of those games, although that the football team lost, Kirk Cousins was still putting up 4,000 yards a game. Then he's still doing that in Minnesota. So that means he was throwing the ball to somebody, but the man ain't had no defense. And if you don't have a defense that can get people off the field on third downs, with 6 and 10.
Nah, you're right. I mean, I'm thinking back to that Cousins game.
So go look at them records. That they had some wins, but where you think a lot of the losses came from? Go look at the score of the losses. It wasn't because her Cousins that was putting up 20-something, 26 or something points a game, was it? No.
Like what was that game he let us back on? Cousins came back from a 28-point, I was like 21 at 28-point deficit against the Buccaneers. And he was just lighting it up on the Buccaneers. I mean, like literally came back and won that game. And I'm like, yo, somebody that's how you like that game that we know about. What you would call it? If somebody can do that, I'm like, yo, build around him. And we didn't. Like we didn't build around him. We kept playing games. We didn't want to get in the long term with a quarterback. We played scared with it. And now we back to 2010 again with Rick Grossman and all that. I mean, like
over again. We rebuilding. We got to rebuild. We got to start. Man, ain't nobody got this quarterback. They said that man supposed to been had a quarterback. The first year they hired Ron Rivera. After they got Chase Young, they supposed to have went and picked up a quarterback in the second or third round to start grooming him for right now. Here we are 3 years in this man's tenure, and we don't have a quarterback. We don't have a proven quarterback. So I mean, and even now, even if you do go draft a rookie quarterback, what you think he gonna come in here and win 12, 13 games?
That's my thing. I'm scared to get a rookie because, like, what rookie? All right, and we know the DC market. We know how we are, or we know how the fans are, or we know how the defense was supposed to be, but isn't. How you gonna put a rookie in that situation and be like, good luck? And just be like, hey, I hope it works out for you. Like, I don't. Oh, we are getting to the point where we are not a desirable location. Amari Cooper said, no, I'm good. Thank you. Like, that hurts. Like that hurts when a dude will really turn down more money to stay with a more productive team.
Because you don't have a quarterback.
Like, stuff like that is like when you start seeing your franchise like, hey, man, like that's dangerous. Like I want to clown the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Giants. I can't do that. We're on the same floor.
We're wide receiver right now, this year, right? And you're gonna tell me right now that my quarterback is Hannity. Come to Washington.
You can't. You can't ask that. Like, you just can't ask that. I don't know how you could be like,
My
hey,
quarterback is Heineke right now. Come to
you can't. You can't ask that because you asking somebody who getting all the touches.
I mean, so you know they gonna have to do something better if they want to bring some talent here.
How? All right. Two things. One, I like Malik Willis in the draft, but I'm scared he's not gonna have enough time. Again, they're not gonna give Rivera enough time.
Mm-hmm.
Two, something that no one talks about that if we gonna be honest as fans, we gotta be honest. Rivera got extremely lucky having that number one pick and getting Cam Newton. And Cam Newton panned out for a good time. He had Cam Newton and it worked out. He got extremely lucky with that. That does not happen to every head coach who gets a stellar quarterback. The first 6 to 7 years of Cam Newton's career were marvelous. I mean, you had such a big target coming off the win at Auburn. You get to get him. He keeps going. He throws to all receivers. He runs in the end zone. You just beat him up for the first 6, 7 years. And now we wonder why Cam can't make it at 31. The dude done went through hell and back. I mean, like, if you look at those videos of how they treated Cam back in 2014, 2015, they straight up was like, yo, get hit and get the first down. And I mean, my man was taking hits left and right.
So let me ask you this: do you still think Cam Newton is a start in the NFL, or he's a backup at best, a strong backup at best?
I'm not even gonna say a strong backup. Like I said, I think Cam is beat up. I think Cam should be a quarterback coach. If he wants to be a backup, he can be. But you're not being a backup on any major team. You're being a backup on the Bengals, maybe, or you might be backing up on.
No. Do you see him starting for Seattle if Russell Wilson leaves with Pete Carroll?
Absolutely not. I don't think Pete Carroll can. I don't think Pete Carroll can deal with Cam. Like, Pete Carroll is a great coach. Don't get me wrong. But with coaching, you need a coach player's attitude as much as the physicality.
No. If he double Marshawn, I think he could deal with Cam Newton. And I think he kind of fit like what Pete Carroll do with the office up there. Me first.
Okay, I don't
Wilson
see it.
Free agent, right? He most likely going to leave time. They're going to have to find a temporary void, even if they go get somebody in the draft. I mean, let's be honest. Let's not act like all of these free agent quarterbacks out there like hot commodity. Like, right, only person everybody want is Watson, but they kind of skeptical to deal with him, even Washington, because of you know the troubles he got on his shoulders right now, right? So when you look at that, what other quarterbacks stand out? Don't Garoppolo, Wentz, Trubisky.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 4 quarterbacks that stand out right now, free agent wise.
Okay, go shoot.
For like free agent wise, we gonna talk about Garoppolo. We gonna talk about Watson, whatever happens there. Are we also gonna talk about Wentz? Because even though Wentz just got a new contract, we know how Indy has dealt with the contracts. They ain't got no problem moving from that. Also, somebody who no one's thinking about, but I think might be on the trading block, keep it a buck, is I really think that, like, if Brady wants to hop one more time, he can. Anyone would take Brady right now. He playing on 2-year deals. If Brady went out and see a better opportunity, he will. Now, I'm not saying we're going to do that because I think we don't have the power, no nothing to get Brady, but don't be surprised if we see Brady hop one more time.
Yeah, but let me say this, though. What you said about Brady might be kind of true because at the end of the day, you know, if Tampa Bay got an early exit from that playoffs, they're gonna start breaking everything down in Tampa Bay.
Yeah. I mean, everybody down there is on 1 to 2 year deals. I mean, they signed like Shaq Barrett for a couple more, but like a lot of people, I mean, AB out, Gronk was on a 2-year, Mike Evans at the end of his, Godwin's on a rookie, but Leonard Fournette on a 2-year. Like all these guys might be out. And then it's like, can we get that? Like, can we get Mike Evans if he want to sign? Like, do we have the power to get people like that? Because like I said, we tried and it didn't work out. And And the worst part about it was it got out that we tried. It surfaced that like straight up we couldn't get any star power.
Not with the quarterback we got now. Ain't nobody want to come in, man.
Exactly, but it's like, how do we get a quarterback to come here? Like, where do we go with this again? If we draft somebody, will we have the patience to see it through?
Money.
How much money can you give a man when somebody gonna offer him slightly less and a chance to win a ring and put his name up in the legacy forever?
And that's another thing you gotta look at when you're dealing in free agency. How much we gonna pay this quarterback? How much we gonna pay a 39, 38-year-old quarterback?
Only one I would pay like that again is Brady and Rodgers. If Rodgers want to come and get stupid money for 2 years, I'll pay Rodgers $30 million a year to be here, man. Just please, like, just get us to win a playoff game, bro. We ain't even got to win a ring. If we win a playoff game, U Street will go buck wild. U Street will go buck wild.
Well, one way they can get Rodgers is give him a heavy signing bonus, and then put a whole bunch of incentives in his contract.
We got the money. We got the cap space.
We got the cap space, but are we going to be wise and use it for the long term, or are we going to do it for the short term and do it now? And those teams that do it for the short term to do it now, look how they end up in the long run when it comes to that cap space. Go look who at the bottom of the tier.
Yeah, the Cowboys really messed up, actually. The Cowboys -10 as we speak. So I don't know how they're going to keep everybody. So they're going to be a lot of cap casualties coming from there. And like I said, I'm ready to scoop some of them up.
Now to letting some people go, they going to have to, that's why I say the smart way to do it is give them heavy signing bonus. And then you break up the rest of the money over 3, 4 years. That way, it won't hurt you. You give them the bonus money out the gate. You give them the majority of the money from the bonus signing.
Yeah, if we can just get. All right, now question is, how much is too much? Because when it comes to a quarterback, to me, at this point, I'm willing to make some mistakes. Like, I'm willing to spend some money.
I'm not gonna give somebody like Fitzpatrick $10 million for 1 year again.
No. But I'll get, like I said, I'll put 15 in Rodgers' pocket right now. Why are he playing for another team? Just hold that. Let me know when you're done.
He gonna want just like what you said. He gonna want these about 25. Listen here, if Fitzpatrick can go to a team and get $10 million from 1 year from Washington, what you think other quarterbacks gonna come in here, especially somebody like Aaron Rodgers? He gonna want double.
I think we should give it. Or what else has worked for you? You try drafting, that ain't work. You try to plug and play, that ain't work. You try to random backup that kind of give you a little spark, that ain't work.
You give him a 3-year contract for about $20 million a year, right?
Okay.
Padded heavy. So you give him about you'll give him pay him 1 year outright and have it filled with a whole bunch of incentives. Reach the playoffs, you get like another $10 million. You go to second round playoffs, you get X amount of $1 million.
Oh, you better than me. I'm saying I'm giving Rodgers $80 million over 3 years, $60 million guaranteed to 20 a year, and then you're gonna put the rest in the centers.
Yeah, you got at least give him about $26,000. Yeah, I mean, if he wanted to win and wants you to be able to bring other talent in, he gonna have to think about that too. If that whoever, just say if they get somebody like Watson or Aaron Rodgers, they gonna have to think about that in the long run. Yeah, I'm gonna get all this money now, but what good is this team gonna be for me if they can't pay nobody else to come here?
Oh, you're right. I mean, the Watson thing is sticky.
Well, am I here to help this team win? That's gonna be the question.
My thing about the Watson thing is, I want Washington to go ahead and just do what they got to do. I want Washington to go ahead and get Watson, take all the smoke for it. Take all the smoke now. Take all the smoke now. Like, do whatever you want in the offseason. People call you this, people call you that, call you everything but a child of God. Okay, take all the smoke. Week one,
Hey,
win the game.
can I say one thing about the the allegations with Dan Snyder?
Oh yeah, speak your piece. Speak your piece.
That people have to realize. I mean, not the allegation, you know, the team or the lawsuit with the cheerleaders and things like that, the sweep underneath everything scenario. If they didn't do nothing to Bob Kraft, right? New England Patriots owner, right? And he got caught up in some stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we not gonna act like that. It happened, correct?
Right. Well, okay. So if they didn't do nothing to that man and strip him and his team, what make you think they gonna do something to Dan Snyder? And you talk about what they try.
Oh, hold on, y'all froze real quick.
You still hear me? But he's the owner.
Uh-huh.
Kraft is the owner. He did all of that stuff. He got caught. He's still the owner. Dan Snyder didn't do none of that stuff. Employees he had working for them allegedly was a part of this. They just say he part of the cover up with Bruce Allen in there.
I'll say what happened with Kraft. The only difference we happened with Kraft and what happened with Snyder was what happened with Kraft is Kraft got caught at an outside place. Snyder's issue was happening internally at the business. And the NFL, especially with everything going on today, they can't let that slide. And now, like, look.
It makes a difference, but it don't make a difference. Because guess what? It's been happening for years in the NFL. And if you start opening up one gate like that, a whole bunch of other gates gonna open up gates like that.
Well, that's not. They're not turning over any paperwork to Congress. They're not doing. They're not. Congress trying to subpoena records. They're like, we're not giving any records. No records on file. That's why there wasn't a written case on file. That's why it was an oral report that they gave. They knew what they was doing when they started this. They tried to make sure that look, we gonna do our due diligence. There ain't gonna be nothing to trace back to.
Right, but now let me ask you something though. Let's be honest, right? And weeks after the weeks didn't pass since they didn't talk about Congress and Congress talking about they might be calling for this paperwork. Has anything happened?
Nah.
You know why?
Talk on.
Black Dan Snyder. Ring. Hey Tom, how you doing this year? Yeah, I heard you running for the Republican Party, such and such. See, up in Iowa, whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah. You on that committee too that want to see my paperwork? Yeah. Oh yeah, I gave you a nice donation. Okay, I'll talk with you later. Now let's go vote. Let's go vote. Should we make Dan Snyder turn over these papers? All in favor? Aye. All in favor? Nay. See how that works? So what's happening now is Snyder money, although it's not directly coming from him, his money is moving right now. And when money moves, and that type of lifestyle that they live, guess what? Money make things happen, don't it? Right? Money can break or it can take a man down, right?
I mean, look at the Raiders. Money made them go to Vegas.
So don't get it twisted about that. So this being that said, now Deshaun Watson, he ain't an owner.
That's very true. That is ain't nothing further from the you right.
He ain't an owner. So that the protection he got comes from the money he gets from them. How long is that gonna last? Sorry, man. I had to eat the donut.
Oh, you gotta do what you gotta do. Here's the thing about the Texans that I will say that like I think is known, but nobody want to say it. The Texans never had a franchise quarterback, and now they finally got it. So, to what length do you protect your franchise quarterback?
Hold on, what was that Bama they had? Oh, they done had a couple, but they ain't work out. It was one that gave them a good run, but hold on now, you gonna make me go, no, it was one back in the day.
Who? The last person they had that actually did so was Fitzpatrick actually took it to the playoffs.
No, it was a Bama before Fitzpatrick that did, son. I'll go look it up and get it with you.
But the Texans ain't had that star power. The Texans wasn't winning games like that. I mean, like they had a 10-win season. Like the Texans was really starting to feel themselves. Like they was actually filling seats. You actually had real fans in the stands when you had Watson. And now this case happened, and the same thing happened to Adrian Peterson up in Minnesota. You like, look, man, like I can't. Like, yo, I'm just getting money in here, man. Don't get me wrong. I say just getting money. We all know these owners making money regardless. But I'm starting to get some serious money now. This ain't no passive. Like, I'm making get some real money now. I ain't gonna let this man ride for nothing. Like I ain't gonna let him bounce for nothing. But I feel like Washington got to take that L. We just got to go ahead, take it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, call me this, that, and the third. We'll see you in September. Or when we 3-1 in September going into October, and then going into October, we now 6-2. Not going into November, you now 10 or whatever. Like I'm saying, like yo, get you a quarterback that can win. Deshaun Watson proved he could win with nobody. They ain't have nobody down there. He had Hopkins, and that's it. And then Hopkins bounced them, and then they had nobody. But he can win. You get you a winner. You get you a player. I'm telling you, man, winning cures. Oh, you know how much I heard about that Belt Wilkinson case during that 4-game run. During that 4-game run, you know how much I heard about that case.
Nothing.
You know how much I heard about Snyder?
Nothing at all. Nothing. Nothing.
Like, come on, winning cures all, man. We not. And again, we know what it does in America.
When they ain't winning though, they gonna bring the house down on.
When we ain't winning, go on and sell the team. Go on and give it back to the fans. Bezos, where you at? We need you. We calling on Bezos like he Jesus. We calling on Jeff Bezos like he Jesus. Like, save me, Lord. Please.
We as fans, you would even say, oh, well, I ain't gonna sell it. They ain't worry about that. They got other fans that come out of town and buy them tickets.
Oh,
that don't scare them.
I don't know what
that don't work. I don't know
what have more out of towners, the Gaylord or the FedEx Field. I don't know which more keep out of towners every week more than the other, man. Because they be packing that FedEx Field like it's the Gaylord Hotel. When I was at that Philly game, it wasn't that bad. It was around 40% Philly. And we were saying it wasn't that bad. Because when I went to the Cowboys game, it was around 70%. It was really around 70% Cowboys fans. The Washington fans that were there, mostly was just season ticket holders. A couple of us was there that wasn't. But it wasn't a good turnout. I heard people yelling "cool" when Amari Cooper came down with a catch. And yo field. Like, the fan experience is not there, man. It's really hard to go to a game right now. It's really hard to go to a game right now.
See, as long as I've been patting my feet, you find joy when you be out partying at the tailgates and stuff, win, lose, or draw, and you just do your thing, man, and enjoy yourself. I'm a season ticket holder. I think this like coming into my 4th or 5th year, I think, doing this thing. I think maybe 4 years now.
Okay, I just purchased mine 2 weeks ago, so I get to pick my seat in February.
Right, I sit down in the end zone, man.
Oh, nice.
And then, I like to be over like in the visitors corner in the end zone.
Okay. How that work?
Oh, I had a good time over there, like section 112.
Okay.
Row 2, but I'm trying to. I think I'm gonna move up to row 1. But let's go. Before I let you go though, and we gonna come back. I'm gonna come back with you. Want to come back next week? We can run. We can do this. I'll be glad to be here with you, man.
Oh, absolutely.
But let me put this out here for you, because you know what's going on with me over here on this back end. So I need to go be Chef Combo real quick.
I got it.
But the thing is, I want to say this. With the schedule, since we talking about season tickets and stuff, whatever, with the upcoming schedule, okay, got 9 home games, 8 away games, right? Or
Yep.
however they is. There's 9 home games this year, right?
Yeah, we get 9.
Okay. That's not even including preseason. That's not even including preseason games? I
I
don't think.
think we get
I don't even
one
think the preseason
preseason.
game
They
was in there.
said this year. I think we're gonna get one preseason and then 9 home.
Right. Okay. So at the end of the day, looking at the schedule, we know the division, right? Let me just
Yeah.
ask you what you think about the division, and let's be honest with ourselves. The Dallas Cowboys. Some of y'all might hate me for this, but they playing good football right now. And that young blood Michael Parsons, he can't do nothing but go up, right? Even with them losing players, people just was talking about this because of what the cap space, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, though, let's be honest. Not Zeke Elliott, but that Dak Prescott has the Washington football team number. And the only reason why I was talking with a brother on Twitter yesterday, and he said, "Yeah, well, we sweep the Cowboys. We sweep the Cowboys this year. We sweep them the first year when COVID kicked in. But listen here though, guess who wasn't their quarterback though when we sweep the Cowboys?
I feel you. Like I said, like Dak got something for the Washington football team. I hate to admit it, but every time we play Dak, it's like this man just wanna just go ahead. You know what? Every time we play Dak, it's like he got a girl on the crowd because he just go wild. Like he just go. I was like, bro,
For some reason, now, so in order for us to be better in the division, we got to find a way right now. Come on, you know, we can talk about, oh, we hate Dallas and Dallas sucking all you. Yeah, we being fans. But let's be real with ourselves. We got to find a way to really beat Dallas. And the only reason why we got over the hump with that little 9-8 whatever that crap was, we
7-9, 7-9,
7-9 or whatever, 9-7 or whatever, is because we swept Dallas. And you see what happened this year. Did we sweep Dallas?
That was hard to watch.
Dallas swept the hell out of us. With COVID and no COVID, because I don't want to hear this crap about, oh, we had COVID. Listen here, I saw replacement players, Bama's come off the street and win 5-6 games. That when the players came back, they went on and won the Super Bowl because them Bama's off the street held it down. Do you understand? You know why they won? Because they was coached well enough to win.
So how do you feel about Scott Turner then? Let's give it about how you feel about Scott Turner then. Can Scott Turner coach a quarterback? Do you have faith in him to coach out a future quarterback?
I already told you how I feel about Scott Turner, brother Timmons. Listen here. If we got a quarterback right now that's putting up 17 points a game, running the offense, right? Yeah. With a quarterback like Heineke, what you think we could do with a quarterback who throw off an anticipation, right? Instead of waiting till you get there if you can.
I'm just saying, look, watch we get good, and then when we get good, the rest of the division gonna get up to it. And now you gotta adapt. And my thing is, when we get a quarterback, can Scott Turner adapt?
How did he throw a game?
Yeah.
Can you count that in?
Yeah, 5 or 6.
Like defense, I ain't talking about no little 15, 20 yard dunk. I mean, I'm talking about laying it down near a game.
Even that, I might go 3 to 4. I might go 3 to 4, man.
Maybe
I might go 3 to 4.
Maybe.
Yeah, 3 to 4. Like, it's hard. It's hard. You right. It's hard to watch that.
That's the game, right?
Yeah.
Now after they do that, how many times they really go down the field? Everything else been what? 15, 20 yard dunks? Oh, maybe I'll throw a long one down here. Then I go back to 15 yard dunks, side dunks, 15 yard dunks, underneath in the middle dunks. Oh, maybe I'll go down there.
mean, we're gonna see what De'Ami Brown could do. That's supposed to be our deep
Right,
threat. But yo,
right, right. So if you got all these, you can't tell me these boys that keep coming from college being the ooh wop wop at the wide receiver position, then they get to the Washington football team and
hey,
right.
nah, you right.
And I said this on Travis Thomas experience today, right? On Team 980. Big shouts out to Travis Thomas and Anthony Haney over there on Team 980. I said this, and then I'm quarterback, the Aaron Rodgers we speak of, or whoever, maybe even Matt Ryan, then guess what? Is there a chance to watch the football team say, you know what, Fitzpatrick, you done got 10 million off of us, sign for less than that for another year, right? With incentives and bonuses, and let's roll. Let's draft a quarterback, let the younger get seasoned, let Fitzpatrick play. Because understand they already gave Heineke $2 million for what? I think he had a 2 or 3 year contract.
Yeah.
Right? So Heineke is here. And if they let him go, I mean, it'll be they take a hit, but do they really want to let him go? And yes. Again, we just asked the question in your show. Who wants to come here?
We got to talk about that in the next one. We got to talk about that in the next one.
I just put it out there, right? We asked the question, and then we in the show still not being able to answer that question, right? Who wants to come here? What top 10 quarterback you can say right now wants to come here without them, the team having to break the bank? And if they do come in, right? If they can't get them come in, will they just go ahead and stick with the quarterback, Ron and Sandwich? I'm trying to how.
Yeah. You're right. Like I said, like we gotta find a way to get somebody here. We gotta figure out who's gonna be here first. We gotta figure out what that draft board is gonna look like. It's a lot of questions right now. A lot of things going on. We gonna figure this out. Rev T, thank you very much so much for your time, sir. You have a wonderful evening, sir.
I'm over here sweating like Burry and stuff, man. I would say so, but listen here though, y'all. If y'all get a chance, go to the National Down Syndrome Society webpage, make a donation, man. Big shouts out to all the children out there and their families, man. That the children have Down syndrome and autism, man. It's not a disadvantage, man. It's not a disability. It's just a slight disadvantage. And guess what? With them disadvantages, they make advantages to the advantages of everything, man. They beautiful blessings, man. I'm a proud Downs dad, and I'm out here talking about it with the people. So National Down Syndrome Society, you go donate to them, or listen here, just follow my link, and then I got some things coming for the people that months to come, man.
I'm actually gonna put that link in the video too for y'all. I'm gonna put that link here for y'all.
Right. Cool, yeah. So we going. I'm not. See, I don't need to bring no awareness to none. You already know about children with Down syndrome, right? You know about children with autism,
absolutely,
right? People know about it, right? So what we gonna do is we gonna edify them and uplift them.
Absolutely.
Now they say yes, we can. Yes, they can.
Yes, they can, man. I'm with it.
Rev T, man. Thank you. I love you. I thank you. I sell it to the young. I sell it to the old. You gotta tune in with Brother Timmons to fill up your soul with all that burgundy gold talk. Y'all know what this is, and y'all don't need to see my pretty face and amazing grace. Just know that y'all just get.
Man, we gonna get it, Rev T. We gonna get it, man. Yo, thank you so much for your time, brother. I'm gonna holler at you in the next one, man. Y'all be on the lookout for this, man. It's going up right now. I'm gonna send you over everything. Again, go check out the link in the bio. Donate if you can. Spread the link if you can. We just want to get the awareness out there, man. Like I said, everybody should already be aware, but if you don't know, now you know. We ain't shaming nobody. We just want to uplift the people, man. Let's get it. Thank y'all
Put
so
them up.
much, man.
Lift them
Y'all
up.
enjoy.
My man. I appreciate you, brother. Love you so much, man.
Love
Thank
you
you,
too,
man.
man. Thank you so much, man.
My man.